Hey, it's Navy Dowdy here in the Midwest, the Chicago area, in the great United States. This week, let's talk about mistakes, tax mistakes. They can go both ways. Many times, business owners have come into our office, and with our help, we found that they've been doing things incorrectly regarding their bookkeeping and taxes. Occasionally, the heirs add to the tax burdens that they have been underreporting. That never feels good, but it is always better to fix those issues prior to any audit. Often, errors discovered pre-audit can be fixed by simply amending the return, and no IRS issues follow, and everyone just moves on. But quite often, the errors made were not in their own favor. In those cases, we can help them file amended returns that net them large additional refunds for up to 3 years back, and that always feels great. So how do these mistakes happen? First, let me tell you a story. A young girl was watching her mother bake a ham. You may have heard this for the family gathering and noticed that her mom was cutting off the ends before placing it in the oven. "Mom, why do you cut the ends off before baking the ham?" she asked. I think it helps soak up the juices while I'm baking. I'm actually not sure though. That's the way Grandma always did it. So I've just always cut them off. Why don't you call Grandma and ask her?" So the little girl phoned her grandmother and asked, "Grandma, Mom's making a ham and she cut off the ends before placing it in the oven. She said that it's probably to help soak up the juices, but wasn't sure. She said you'd know because she learned how to cook from you." That's true. I do cut off the ends of the ham before baking, but I'm actually not sure why either. I learned to cook from my mom. You should ask her. So the inquisitive little girl called her great-grandmother and asked, "Great-grandma, Mom and Grandma said they learned how to cook a ham from watching you. Do you cut off the ends of the ham to help soak up the juices?" The great-grandmother chuckled. "Oh no, sweetie. I just never had a pan big enough to hold the whole ham, so I always had to cut off the ends to make it fit." You've probably heard this allegory before. It's the allegory of the ham. It's not new and has been told numerous different ways, but it's a great example of why accounting errors happen. Many businesses are purchased and the accounting system is inherited, but not reconfirmed as valid. In other situations, such as a small mom and pop business, neither owner is an accountant or even a competent bookkeeper, so they simply did their best, and as they grew and assigned the work to bookkeepers they hired, the systems were never questioned. How it happens is not really important, but it does happen a lot. If you're a business owner, don't be afraid of an examination of your books by a proactive tax planning office. The majority of the time, the errors that were favoring the IRS are corrected, amended returns are filed, and overpaid money is recaptured. And no, getting a refund for an amended return does not put you in any harm's way, put you on a watch list, or in any way add new issues. So don't be afraid to ask the IRS for overpaid money back. I'm Navy Dowdy, and remember, financial fitness can be beneficial to your wealth.